Hey guys, it's Melissa again. So I wanted to talk to you about cloud bread. I'm on pretty much a lower carb diet, which means no bread, and I found something called cloud bread. It's essentially just egg that's been whipped until it's puffed up like whipped cream almost, till it's got stiff peaks, and you spoon it onto the pan and you bake it, and it comes out like a puffy, bready textured type of food, and it's got zero carbs pretty much. This is some cloud bread that I've made, and I made some tuna fish sandwiches with it. So it's actually pretty good. It has a bready texture. When you pull it apart, I'll try to get it closer here for you so you could see that it's soft and bready and it's really good. I like it. It's great for when you need a sandwich. You can even make pizza crust with it, and I've seen some people make like a low sugar version of shortcakes with it, like they'll layer um, some low sugar whipped cream with some strawberries and some of this stuff, the cloud bread, and they'll make like a sweet dessert with it, which is interesting. I've even seen people make chocolate cloud bread. They'll put some cocoa powder in it or something with some stevia. So I'm going to talk about how cloud bread is made, and I'm going to show you. I wasn't able to film it because my husband was home when I was making it, and you know me with my video shyness. I don't like to film a video when there's a person around. So I took lots of pictures of the whole process of me making it, and I'm just going to talk about how it's made so that you can try it out, hopefully. And I'm going to put a link to the recipe in the video description under this video, so you could just go there to my cooking blog. I've had that cooking blog for quite a long time, years actually, and not everything there is diet. A lot of it is family recipes that I saved from parents and grandparents. But I've started making a link over on the side for, figure-friendly diet stuff, and I'm trying to put my healthier recipes there. So go ahead and click there on the recipe link, and you can keep the recipe and try to make some cloud bread of your own. Okay, so the first thing you do is you take your eggs and you separate them. You put the egg whites in one bowl and you put the egg yolks in another bowl. Then in the egg yolks, you're going to add your sour cream. You can also substitute cream cheese that's very soft at room temperature, or yogurt, along with your artificial sweetener, or you can use a little pinch of real sugar. I mean, when you balance it all out in the bread, it's really not going to be much at all. You blend all that together until it's really smooth and creamy. Next, you're going to go back to your egg whites and you're going to put the cream of tartar powder in there. And you're going to whip them with your electric mixer on medium to high speed for anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, depending on the power of your mixer, until you get stiff white peaks. So it should basically be very much like whipped cream at this point. Now you're going to pour half of the yolk mixture in, and you're going to very gently and very slowly fold the mixtures together. You don't want to stir and mix it really fast because that's going to deflate the eggs and that will totally ruin everything. So just keep it very slow and very gentle. Keep turning the spoon over and over until everything is well incorporated. And then you're going to add the second half of the yolk mixture and do the same thing until everything is well combined. They should still be nice and fluffy at this point. Now spoon this mixture out onto some baking sheets that are lined with parchment paper. You really need the parchment paper because it'll keep them from getting too dark, and they tend to stick really bad to just a plain old baking sheet. I've even tried foil and that did not end very well, so definitely use parchment paper. It makes it very super easy. And you want to bake this at 300 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes, depending how hot your oven is. You want to check them after about 20 to 25 minutes just to see how dark they're getting. They should look about like what you see here, kind of a golden color. And at that point, you remove it, let it set on the counter for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then gently peel it up off the parchment paper. Right away, you want to store this in a plastic Ziploc bag or a tight sealed container and put it in the fridge because it is an egg product, so it does need to be refrigerated. But if you don't seal this in a tight sealed container, it's going to get hard and it's going to start, it's going to fall apart and crumble when you barely touch it. But if you store it right away in a tight sealed container, it'll keep that nice, soft, bready feel, and you can actually use it for sandwiches and any of your other bread needs. Okay, that's it for the cloud bread video. Hope it helps you out and it makes a low carb diet a little more bearable, especially when you want something like a sandwich. Have a great day and thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.